Start button. Should be starting soon.
That's
Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Weeping epic fantasy.
yes.
Dun dun dun. Alright, where do we leave off?
Um. we got the thing for. We got the passport.
Oh, yeah. Also, I'm gonna do this real quick while I'm over here.
You know what would be fun to play if we could get enough people?
What?
Uh,
Is it Among Us?
no. Well, I mean that would be fun, but no. I was gonna say 4 Sherlock Holmes, but one is a vampire. It's a really stupid board game. Or well, technically it's a tabletop RPG, but it is really dumb.
Dang it.
You have to hit
That's what's doing. I'm not
yeah,
hitting this at
hit
the
the
right
wrong
angle. Okay,
side.
let's try a different one. Different position. There
Yeah,
we
like
go. This
right
should do it.
here, where you can see all 3 of them, and there's that glowing spot right by you. Does it like lock on
No, I'm using a mouse to aim.
on this? Oh wait,
On this particular instance, I'm using the mouse to aim.
yeah,
I'm dual wielding, controller in one hand, mouse in the other.
nice.
Yeah, because this one's way too difficult because of just how tight the timing is.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, 4 Sherlock Holmes, but one is a vampire, is a game where there are 4 Sherlock Holmeses, and you have to one you each roll to see who's the vampire, and nobody knows who the vampire is. You keep the rolls to yourself,
Okay.
and um, the way it works is like you roll.
Oh,
Everyone rolls.
look at that! Did you see that?
Yeah, it just blipped in for a second. Everyone rolls for the for how the crime scene is described, and then you have to solve the crime, uh, and also figure out who's the vampire. So there's 2 objectives. The
Okay,
vampire is
that was
not
definitely
relevant to the
throwing me for a
crime.
bit.
The vampire is not relevant to the crime, or not related to the crime.
Okay.
So yeah, in each turn you basically roll a you roll a clue. You roll to discover a clue, and then you have to try and justify how it connects to the case. There's no real answer for how the crime happened. It's whatever you fucking like. Yeah, it's really stupid uh and really fun. Um, God,
Yeah.
who is your favorite Sherlock Holmes? That includes characters based off Sherlock Holmes, even if they don't share the name.
I
So like
really like
Basil,
Basil of Baker Street. Yeah, very adorable little mouse man.
Dr. House would count.
Does he?
Yeah, he lives in 221B. Uh
That's fair.
fucking
By the way, I
yeah.
never did watch Olive House. I need to finish it.
I got like 75% through because we had the complete box set at one point when I lived with
Mummy Bird.
my
I can buy the
dad.
Mummy Bird.
Hell yeah. Oh god. Who was that one pharaoh that ended up having her geese mummified with her?
No idea.
Uh,
Monsters. Might not have bought that.
did you not have enough money?
No, I definitely had enough. I don't. Okay, I don't have enough because I bought it. Okay.
Uh,
Shuttlecock bird.
Flamingo?
Featherless turkey.
Oh, featherless turkey.
Rat. Shell critter.
Dinosaur.
Small frog.
Oh,
This
the
model
frog is
is
cute.
really well done.
It is. That is a fantastic frog.
I
I thought it
want.
was a lizard at first.
It looks familiar. It has the
It
same
looks like
face
something out of
markings.
tack.
Have you noticed it has the
Yeah.
same face markings as Sphinx?
Not really. Sphinx's like curves down
Fair enough.
into a point. I was thinking it looks like something out of tack.
I can believe that. Tech has some great character design, even if like the games aren't all that.
Yeah.
Like I can see why people enjoy them. I'm just saying from like my experience, the tech games are weird.
I vaguely remember the show.
Whee! So I'm gonna involve myself in some challenges while I'm here.
Nice.
I'm
I
just
think my favorite Sherlock Holmes is probably Robert Downey Jr.
who's this mysterious fellow?
So, Beck,
Welcome to the Corridor of Champions. Here, true heroes can test their abilities. Do you want to pit yourself against our gauntlet? A
God,
brave and noble choice. However, before you can proceed, you must complete a small test.
I loved Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That was such a fun game.
That is. So, the reason they make me do this challenge is because you need to have the ability to double jump in order to perform the challenges.
That's fair. We
Alright,
should play Gauntlet
so I
Dark
have to
Legacy.
avoid the walls, uh, destroy the statues, and make it
Ah,
to the end within a time period.
it's Hole in the Wall.
A bit.
You remember that game show, Hole in the Wall, where the contestants would have to try and jump through a hole in the wall?
Gosh, I don't, actually.
It was back. It was back during the era of seeing real. You remember that?
No,
It was when Cartoon Network decided to have some programs that weren't cartoons.
I do
They
not.
called it See in Real. They had shows like Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Is that the thing that encouraged them to make that show about the guy who gets his head replaced by Walt Disney's?
Yes, yes, that was. I think. No, 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 no. That was one of the rate. That wasn't part of See and Real. See and Real was mostly just like game shows. They didn't have any like shows.
Mm.
I think.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who could do this even faster, but...
Fuck them.
Well done, you completed in a time of 48 seconds. That's a new record. What an outstanding time that is. Your prize money is 30 scarabs. Yeah, you could basically, if you're really good at like one particular challenge, you could just do this forever. Earning like 20 scarabs a bit. Which really is not worth the time and effort. Here's the
Out of
medium
Jimmy's
challenge.
head.
Out of Jimmy's head. That had that had a movie based off of it first.
No, it was the movie was the first.
Episode?
Well, the movie was the pilot.
Okay.
So they did the pilot as like they made the pilot be a movie. That way, it could be its own standalone thing if it flopped.
Okay.
Basically, to test the waters. I don't think it was part of Seeing Real. It's considered lost media. Why?
Probably because nobody bothered recording it.
Only because probably because there were only 10 episodes. No, it's only because 10 of the episodes are available.
Oh.
Uh, well, they only had 20 episodes total. Jesus Christ!
Fuck. No, dang it.
Rip.
I thought I would be able to make the You fall from enough of a height that it makes that one particularly tricky. But that's the run under right there.
Yeah. God, the only episode that I can really remember is the one where the girl gopher, like someone made a comment about her not being as cute as she thinks she is, and she went into a downward spiral and became like stereotypical, did the things that like stereotypical like cartoon boys do, where they just, you know, burp and do
Mm.
gross out humor stuff, and that was a joke. And things
Okay,
started to,
there we go. I didn't save it, but at least I didn't fall to my death.
yeah, and like the thing is, she as the character, she's the one that's voice of reason. That she's the one that like gives people the advice to get people to do the things they need to do.
That's
Uh,
fair.
and so what ended up happening was uh, to solve the central conflict of the episode, because that was the B plot,
Mm.
her slump. I don't remember what the A plot was, but the boy gopher ended up just putting on her bow and giving some bullshit advice, uh, and then having the reveal be like, "Oh no, it was the boy gopher, because the girl gopher is still in a slump." And that's
Mm.
really the only thing I remember.
Boom! I just gotta wait for this to pass.
I think that may have put a crack in my egg. That show, you know
Yeah, fair
what
enough.
I mean? Uh,
I get what you're saying. Anyway,
yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna do this for a bit. Well done! 111 seconds. Get my money back. I'm out of here. So there is, it leads to 100% completion. A set of, you have to do this and get the gold medal from doing all 3 challenges. And then there's like other things around where you also get challenges and whatnot. And if you get all the challenges, it's mandatory. You need to do it in order to get all the animals for the museum.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I don't think I'm ever gonna 100% anything again on the channel. Not after Donkey Kong.
that's fair. And we're probably
Ugh.
not gonna like 100% this game because that's just a bit of like sort of grinding the gears. But like,
Uh,
do you have a jewel for me to inspect? Yeah, I have a stolen jewel. You recovered the stolen jewel shoe. The city can never thank you enough for this. However, as a token of our gratitude, please accept this gold ankh piece.
yay.
I've hovered to this area. Is that it? The jewel of Memphis. What is it like? Kush? That's the place where they can't find.
I don't fucking know.
How familiar are you with Egyptian mythology?
Uh, about average.
A fire armadillo spins around with scorching results. Why, thank you so much for your donation, sir. The former glory of our museum is beginning to be restored. A slime bulb. A quick reader, an explosive too. Why, thank you for your donation, sir. Big bull. A big bull, partial swinging hammer around. Here's a big hammer, you see. A scorpion. A blade scorpion, fast and deadly with a stinging tail. I'm probably going to do this off screen from now on, but I just want to show you just what
Probably.
this is about. Crab hands. A crab hand's a biped with a grumpy temperament. Already did the crab hands.
Oh man.
Oh, I accidentally gave him
Seeing
2 crab
real
hands.
has
Dang.
Yeah, seeing real has is like the pinnacle of lost media, because it lasted only like a year, because people didn't want to see live action shit on Cartoon Network, the network for cartoons.
Yeah.
But
Actually, I just realized I can sell all of these and just bump up my hunter bronze class. Yeah, I need the hunter classes for something later.
yeah.
Yeah, fruit. Oh, knives cat. Okay.
Oh god, you know what show I used to watch all the time?
Oh, dang it.
Uh, it was an American dub of a Japanese game show. Um,
I think I've heard about that.
it was called Most Extreme Elimination Challenge,
Mm.
and it was basically Wipeout before Wipeout.
An
Um,
inspiration for us all.
yeah. So if you're familiar with Wipeout, imagine that, but much more dangerous and mean spirited.
Mm. Yeah, that
It
that sounds like
was
Japanese game shows.
the one that I remember the most vividly is each episode had well, not each episode, but one of the reoccurring challenges was basically everyone has to run up a hill while a giant boulder rolls down towards them, while a bunch of giant boulders roll down towards them, and obviously they were like not real boulders, but they were enough to knock you off your feet.
Mm.
um, and it was hilarious. God, it's the kind of show you would watch a lot. There was an entire era of TV that you just don't get. Like you don't get the smoking gun anymore.
Mm.
You remember that show?
No.
It had people like Leif Eric and or Leif Garrett. I don't know.
Leif
I forget.
Erikson?
No, not Leif Erikson.
Famous
I think it's
character from SpongeBob?
no. Who's okay. It had people like Tanya Harding and uh God, who's the guy that really got messed up after a motorcycle accident?
No idea. Anyway, look at all my enemies. They're mounted on my wall now,
Nice.
or in my museum specifically. Manta ray. The manta ray's natural habitat is the open ocean. They usually prefer to prey upon small schools of fish that have been known to attack larger animals if provoked. Mummy bird. When mummified, bandages are wrapped around the mummy bird's eyes to safeguard it against superstition. As a result, it relies on its sense of hearing to locate prey, leaping with claws extended in the approximate destination of sound. There's two more wings of this massive museum. I'm just gonna give them a look through. Here's some mummified chihuahuas, the armadillo family,
Yeah.
the nose needler,
The
mummy
worm.
worm, spider.
The spider.
Here's the mummy eagle, tree creature, horrible
Another
nightmare
spider.
spider,
It's Goma.
perhaps.
God. You remember? So I was just talking to Keela about seeing real. I spoke to him about it a couple minutes ago after we were talking about out of Jimmy's head.
Mm,
And he reminded me of the other Siders. Do you remember that show? That was part
no.
of seeing real, and it was basically kid ghost hunters.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I never saw anything from Seeing Real.
Oh man,
If it lasted for only a year, I never saw it.
it was not good. There's a
Mm.
reason why it only lasted like a year. But
Yeah.
the other Siders was basically uh, ghost hunters, but it's kids. And it was so bad that it ruined the entire genre of ghost hunter shows.
Look, here's all the gemstones I collect.
Nice.
And here's the one who stole them in the first place. Ah, you're returning the Abydos jewels. You're a real hero. You should know that they used me in order to steal them. However, I assure you it was entirely against my will. I promise you they will never use me for their evil deeds again. Your heroic actions will eventually free me of my guilt of being involved in such a sad affair. Thank you.
Oof.
So there's 6 in total. That means there are 6 mummy missions.
All right. So yeah, the other Siders. The
Can we
reason
not talk
why.
about the other siders?
Okay.
But like I know you're interested in talking about like ghost shows, but it's it's not something I'm familiar with,
You don't need to be
and
familiar with
and
it.
I
The
and I'm
gist Can I just say one
Oh,
thing
okay, okay.
about it? The main point I was trying to say was that it was so bad that it ruined the entire genre of ghost hunting. Because if these kids could make absolutely nothing seem like a ghost haunting, then what credibility do the adults doing the exact same thing have? That was the point I was trying to get to.
But you already said that.
No, I didn't say that. I
Okay,
just
okay.
said that it would ruin the genre, and then you started talking about the jewels again, so I let you talk about that
Okay.
before
I
I
apologize.
continued my
I
thought.
apologize.
Okay.
But yeah, I've
I
never
just
really
really
been
like
into
lost
ghosts.
media.
Okay, West Media is neat.
I don't like ghost shows either. They're a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Except there are
I mean,
ones that are
it is amusing
funny.
sometimes seeing ones with adults who are like clearly just waving their hands around at each
Yeah.
other, but like a lot of them are like just kind of obnoxious.
Yeah. There are some that are unintentionally funny, like extreme ghost hunters. Um which is the one where the people like read up on an alleged ghost and try to do everything they can to try and piss the ghost off. It's
Mm.
and so they just make themselves look like assholes.
We're going to this abandoned asylum where we're going to start beating on doors and
No,
screaming our heads off.
that's actually pretty close. They went to an abandoned like prison and went to the cell where the alleged ghost had died, and they're like, "We're gonna start buzzsawing the bars, see if that gets his attention." And they just take a fucking buzzsaw to the cell's bars. So, so you weren't that far off. It's so fucking
We
stupid.
found the warden's office. We're going to give him his pink slip and see if that upsets him.
Oh man. God.
You see,
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of seeing real, which sucks because I love Lost Media.
that's fair. All right, so those guys are going to be walking back slowly, so I'm just going to leave them be.
Yeah,
Uh,
gotta go fast.
I got to get to, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm just going to show you this area because, like, it's necessary for the latter half of the game. Ooh, look at all this. It's so cool. Big open desert area. Ooh, look at
There's
those mysterious ruins over there. I'm going to ignore them. Look at all these spiders. Yiters.
I love Megamind. How many eyeballs do you have?
I have. That's my last eyeball.
Oh, where do you get the eyeballs?
I plucked them from my enemies.
Ah,
Okay, here's the merchant shop. I can rob him blind. He doesn't care. Oh, of course he needs me. Look at that. He only has like 4 scarabs total. You want to voice
yeah.
this character?
Nah, I'm not really feeling up to voicing.
You don't look like a thief. Sorry, I thought you were one of those thieving Urkites from the other side of the wall. They cannot be trusted. I'm still not sure I trust you either. If you give me 10 onyx scarabs, then I'll consider changing my mind.
I like his design.
Got a very good design. He also sells the
Yes.
best stuff in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you buying?
Please, please, come on in. The animation is all great. I'm just gonna be.
Is it mocap?
It is partially mocapped, yes. They mostly reference their animation team, so I wouldn't say it's all mocap, just enough of it. He sells this, which is useful. Buy that actually.
Yeah. Was that like a skeleton key?
Kinda,
Oh,
but it does.
more eyeballs.
Yeah, and this. Do I have enough?
No, you don't.
Hey, how do you know? Oh yeah, fair
Because
enough.
you had 110 when he asked you for 10.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just gonna buy these real quick. I just purchased somebody's eyeballs. So the Atun eyeballs can only be purchased here. and you can also find them in various parts around the desert.
Yeah.
They open up these little things which allow you to run across the desert really fast.
Mm.
Rolling around at the speed of sound, no places to go, got to follow. It's
You
to
know,
go
there's
down.
one complaint I do have about this overworld. It's the sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I know you're quoting Star Wars again, and I you know that I know, so that's what really
I
bugs me.
know. Look, I have mad respect for the dialogue of Attack of the Clones because it's it's not great, it's not the best, but it's still leagues above uh the sequel trilogy.
It's so
This
quotable.
exactly. But the only quotes we really have from the sequels is Kylo Ren be like more.
And my favorite, Palpatine returns somehow.
Yeah, somehow Palpatine has returned.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really the only two things uh, eh, that are like
Oh, cutscene.
memeable. Hey, it's Emotep.
Yep, he wanted me
I
back here.
see, I see that you have not brought Brendan Fraser with you. That means my plan can go perfectly.
Sphinx, I have some interesting news. Anubis informed me that he wants to see you in his tower. Take this portal amulet. It'll allow you to use the portal behind me to travel directly to Anubis Tower. Good luck, my friend.
I get the feeling like one of these times that's not actually gonna be Imhotep. It's gonna be like an illusion that gives us something that's like trapped.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't want to go there. No, no, no. I don't want to go to a mysterious location. No!
Rip.
I screwed myself
Uh,
over. I can just immediately turn back. This loads fast enough.
you should just forge ahead.
I have no reason to be here. You realize that. There's nothing here
Isn't
for me.
Wait, isn't this the tower though?
No, this is someplace completely different.
Oh, I thought this was because that's the portal that was behind him.
Yeah, but I have to use the item. Um, yeah,
Oh,
if you see in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see like Mysterious Amulet, Abydos
yeah,
Amulet,
yeah.
Anubis Amulet. Yeah, I need to use these.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
I do love the animation on the statue though.
Oh, absolutely. The big mouth reminds me of the sandstorm in The Mummy.
Very much so. I love how the amulet lights up, how it screams and spits you out. How you spawn in just a little too fast.
Yeah. Oh man.
How
But yeah,
lively it seems.
one of the worst. Oh,
At last, you have returned. I have a much more dangerous quest for you to undertake if you wish to free more of the cursed palace's inhabitants. In the island city of Abydos is a sacred artifact I entrusted to the mayor many years ago, the sacred crown of Abydos. The mayor resides in the city's council chambers. Convince him to return the crown to me, and I will give you the cursed stones you desire. The portal beneath you will take you to Abydos if you have the Abydos portal amulet. Farewell, Sphinx.
I get the feeling we're gonna finally meet Anubis in person. He's gonna be like a tiny chihuahua.
He is not. He is very much
Oh,
like his statue. But
okay.
I don't want you to get your hopes up.
Yeah, okay.
But he is very much of the
Godly.
he's not as impressive in person.
Eh, makes
but
sense.
still
I
more
think
impressive than a Chihuahua.
I think my favorite like of that kind of joke is in Conker's Bad Fur Day with the first time you die, uh, death like calls for you, and it's actually just like he's like 3 feet tall and using a megaphone. Uh,
Okay, that's kind of funny.
yeah, and then he reveals that He hates squirrels because they're worse than cats, because squirrels can die as many times as they think they can get away with.
Oof, probably accurate. What are we
Oh,
to do? The mayor is taken ill. I wonder what could be wrong with him. I will voice my concerns to random strangers. Soon he won't even be strong enough to wear the sacred crown of Abydos upon his head. Monsters, electrified water, and now the mayor. What a terrible state of affairs this is.
oh, that's great. That means you just have to wait for him to bite the dust.
I cannot do that.
Damn it.
As amusing as that would be, I cannot make him bite the dusto.
Damn. One of the worst quotes in the Skywalker saga, because we got distracted with
Oh yeah, fair
cutscenes.
enough.
Um, Let the past die. Kill it if you need to. Like
I think
that.
I think people forget that's the villain saying
I
it.
Oh no, I absolutely know that's the villain saying it, and that it shouldn't be trusted. But also, it's kind of a dumb line in the context that it's being spoken in. Like there are certainly ways to make it work, but that was not executed properly.
I think part of the issue is that Star Wars, especially the Skywalker saga, is weighed down heavily by the baggage of.
I
So when Ryan Johnson was leaning into that, I believe as part of the story, like having the villain say it, he was saying, "Yeah, the past is important, so don't forget it."
I think that the main thing that was weighing it down was two directors with very different visions
Oh,
of what
totally.
it should be like playing tug of war.
To be fair, I like Ryan Johnson's direction more, but that is not to say I like Last Jedi all that much. I still think it's like it's more interesting but heavily flawed movie, whereas something like
Force Awakens is more like safe, but
uh,
also more like derivative.
and Rise of Skywalker is just boring.
Yeah, I think that honestly, I think if I had to choose, I probably would have put Abrams in charge of all three rather than Johnson in charge of all three because at the very least, Abrams did have a vision that like because he wrote down what he had in mind, and then Johnson just ignored it. And I don't like Johnson's like I don't like the humor he brings into moments that should not be humorous, like Luke tossing away the lightsaber. He could have just had it like he could have had Luke just like drop it at his feet, uh, like it just slips out of his hand, and he like turns his back on it. That would have achieved the same thing and been more impactful, for example. And also the entirety of Canto Bite.
Hmm. Yeah.
I hated it. It was pointless. I mean, preferably I would have had neither of them in charge.
I would have just kidnapped George Lucas and forced him to do it again.
Uh,
I say that jokingly.
I,
I don't. I
honestly,
don't. I don't think George Lucas should be tied up and made to make movies against his will. That's how we end up with.
the prequels.
No,
You know
he
who?
wanted to make the prequels. When I say
I,
that, I mean something like. Dang it! I was so close.
you know who I would have kidnapped to put in charge of the Skywalker saga? David Filoni.
Dave Filoni. I think you just have to like hang his hat up and he comes.
Yeah, you need to have a pentagram with a cowboy hat and a Lego Ahsoka minifig. And but yeah, I think Filoni would have done a fantastic job because he's the reason why Clone War. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the sole reason, but his writing is what made Clone Wars so good.
He
And
definitely did do a lot for Star Wars,
yeah, I'm
especially with
excited for.
Mandalorian.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited for the Ahsoka show.
I have the Marksman medal. Yay!
Nice.
I don't need this, but it's nice to have it anyway.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
And I increased my wallet a little bit.
Did you ever watch the Mummy movie that was trying to start well, okay, it wasn't trying to start the dark universal cinematic universe. That was Wolfman back in like 2014. When did Wolfman come out?
Oh no, you're thinking about Dracula.
No, no,
Dracula
I'm no,
Untold.
no, I'm thinking of Wolfman 2010. Uh, yeah. Uh, Wolfman 2010 is when they first tried to do the Dark Universal Cinematic Universe. Uh,
Really? I thought that was Dracula Untold in like 2015.
uh, well, Dracula and think of Wolfman as like the Incredible Hulk of the series, where it did happen, but it's not necessarily like it's the black sheep.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, no. But yeah, did you ever see The Mummy?
The one with
The one with Dr. Jekyll?
Tom Cruise.
Yes. I didn't remember if it was Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks. They both looked the same to me.
That's fair.
But yeah,
Uh,
the one where he calls Jekyll old man, even though his actor is 2 years older than the actor for Jekyll.
yeah, I am aware.
Yeah,
I mean, he does look young for his age, but still, man,
yeah,
chill your ego.
yeah. If you started a a dark universal cinematic universe, which universal monster would you start with?
Probably Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Open up!
same.
I say, open up! There are foul beasts out here. Sorry, my friend, but we cannot risk these monsters getting into the council chambers. You're on your own.
Yeah, I think we discussed that we agree that John Barrowman would be a fantastic Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he was one of the few good things about the producers remake.
Don't. I still have not seen that.
Uh, I I think you should, but keep in mind it's a an adaptation of the musical,
I'm
and
aware.
not yeah,
They just let
and
that dude in. He abandons me.
yeah the I think it being an adaptation of the musical is why a lot of the humor falls flat is because they still I watched an amazing dissection of it, and what it is they leave room for the audience to laugh because
Hmm.
they're still treating it like a musical, and that means that they can't rapid fire jokes, which was the signature style of Mel Brooks.
That's fair.
Because
It's important that we understand why something fails.
yeah, um, and so with it
How do I
being,
get out of here?
I don't know, and also it uses the cinematography of a play for a decent chunk. You know where there's not as many scene changes as there needs or as there should be at times.
Oh no, I'm about to die.
Oh,
I'm looking for something. Oh, dang it, they got me. Fuck.
Oh god, that's a horrifying drowning animation.
Dang it. I got lost. There's supposed to be something in this area you're supposed to like climb up like a rope or wall.
Yeah.
Mm.
God.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, John Barrowman is one of the main singers for the play that happens at the end.
Okay.
Uh, he's the one that says the name of the play.
Okay. Producers?
Huh? Of the producers. Like
Ah.
the in-universe play.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Springtime for Hitler in Germany.
Yeah. God, that's still a really catchy song.
I mean, as catchy as like songs can be in that sort of genre.
Yeah. And that's like the point is that it was like it's supposed to be a play that it's supposed to be the worst play ever and ends up being really fucking catchy. Oh god, I love the producers. It is such a horrible movie in the best way. Like
Mm.
horrible as in like mean-spirited.
I definitely feel like I'm missing something. There's something I'm supposed to be climbing up.
Uh, don't see anything.
Mm.
Maybe just shouldn't fall in the water.
No, there's a secret.
Or maybe it activates later.
No, it activates now.
Um, there it
Yeah,
is.
there's the chest. Now, where's the exit?
Maybe just jump up there.
Maybe I just jump up. Yeah, that could definitely be it. No.
Uh, maybe onto the knees of the statue.
Oh, no, there we go.
Oh,
It's up here. Oh, god
yeah,
dang it.
that looks like it was the same height as the thing you couldn't jump up.
Yeah, it's just a little shorter, I guess.
Or maybe there's an invisible wall.
I found a glyph key. Yep, this is important.
Sure looks important.
You think I'm joking. This is very important.
Hmm.
And I'll tell you why it's important. I'm in the
Because it
council
looks.
chambers now. Anyway, it
Oh,
lets
nice.
me open up
Ah,
this
secret tunnel.
secret tunnel
Secret
through the
tunnel.
council chambers.
Secret tunnel.
Tunnel.
God, I love Last Airbender. I'm not sure how I feel about the Kyoshi, the Zuko, and the Korra movies.
Well, I'm a little excited for them.
I'm cautious
I'm
because
interested to see what they'll do.
I'm just cautious about uh, Last Airbender movies.
These ones are only animated.
I know, I know. Didn't the creators pull out of the live action Hulu?
Netflix.
Paramount? It was Netflix?
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, didn't they pull out of the live action?
Yep, they did.
That's not a good sign.
Also, apparently there's news that the lead actor for what's his name? The funny one.
Sokka?
Taco lied about his nationality in order to get the role.
Jesus.
A successor should be chosen immediately and given the sacred crown of Abydos.
You know, those vultures that I'm assuming are the royal advisors look suspicious as fuck.
I'm afraid we have a crisis here in the council chambers. The mayor has come down with a mysterious illness. I've never seen anything quite like it before. The only people who have access to the mayor's food happen to be the royal advisors right behind me. I need 5 healing herbs to prepare a cure, but I must stay here and ensure his condition does not deteriorate. Please, take this note to Kemet, the inventor. He will be able to help you locate the healing herbs. You must hurry. The mayor does not have much time.
So is there a time limit?
No.
Okay. You know, one thing I really wish games would do more often.
Time limits?
Well, not just that, but like have the world exist independent of the character. So like let's say you're playing an open world game like Skyrim and a character like an NPC's like, "Oh no, a dragon is attacking a dragon is heading for the farm off by Winterhold." And like as is, you could just like dick around for like uh and get around to it like 200 hours later, which is who knows how long later in game, and the dragon will be just arriving. I think what more games should do is have it be like if you come across a situation like that, you have to go then, or else it's going to be too late.
There's a
Mass
game.
Effect did that really well.
I'm trying to remember. I believe it was like Daggerfall, where if you spend like a lot of time, you will actually miss one of the important missions.
Yeah, that's probably Daggerfall or
I'm
Morrowind.
pretty sure that's
Uh,
Daggerfall.
it,
Morrowind lets you kill the NPCs and story that way.
yeah, but like Daggerfall and Morrowind both had it be like the world did not wait for you. And Mass Effect also had it with certain missions, like when your entire crew gets kidnapped by the Reapers.
Yep.
Um, you have to go rescue them because if you take too long, they'll all die.
Look at this. Look at this. You know what this is called?
A dragon?
It's called Goofy Lizard. I love it.
It's so stupid. I love it.
He's my best friend. Goofy Lizard is my friend. I'm no longer friends with mysterious
Donald
bird
Lizard.
people.
Donald Lizard and Mickey Lizard.
Yeah, friendship ended with Donald and Mickey Lizard. Goofy Lizard is my friend now.
Yeah. The oh, you know what other game did it really well? Fallout 1, cuz they have a city of they have a I think it's Fallout 1. It's either 1 or 2, but I'm pretty sure it's 1. But there's this ghoul city and oh, you can
At last,
I'll
someone on official business. Is that a note for me? Ah, excellent. Let me see. Oh dear, this is unwelcome news indeed. Healing herbs. They do grow around Abydos, but the plants are very fragile and will die very soon after they are picked. What you need is a medicine bag to keep them fresh. I'm afraid I don't have anything like that in my workshop. The only thing I have that might be of interest to you at the moment is this. I'm not sure what it is for, though. Maybe you could shed some light on the matter. Ready for another mummy mission? How exciting.
yeah. So yeah, in Fallout 1 there's this ghoul city, and if you take too long, it's going to be overrun with super mutants. So like you can have an entire playthrough where you never see it when it was the ghoul city.
Master, we have an intruder in the castle. Some of the Abydos jewels have disappeared.
What? That's impossible. Surely the ray is protecting the castle.
It should be, but can be founded. Someone has found a way into the castle.
It's probably just one of the archetypes, the old inhabitants of Rook. Nothing to cause concern. We have eliminated nearly everyone, but we must stop them wandering the castle.
Yes, master. I've already taken the necessary precautions. Oh, I forgot how I was doing the voice for this guy. Okay, let me try this. Yes, master. I've already taken the necessary precautions. The archive is probably using the old network of secret corridors in the castle. I have introduced a new type of trap. We tested it on some prisoners with effective results. Allow me to demonstrate with this card.
Oh no, what's it gonna do? Poison you? Oh geez, disintegrates? Ah, what a truly gracious manner in which to greet our guests, and I expect nothing less of you. Oh, you turned into a bat.
Yeah, turns him into a bat.
That's cute.
Yeah, very adorable. With like a little bone for skull for a face.
Yeah, cute little skull face.
Hello again, my friend. Ah, the kinetic vases have really put some color in your cheeks. I can tell because they're slightly less grayish gray. Don't waste any more time. Get exploring the castle and find it as much as you can. Farewell and good luck, good luck, good luck,
So
good
there's three more
luck.
mummy levels, including this one.
There's four.
Four?
Yeah,
I thought you had three of the six
I
gems.
had two.
Oh,
Oh,
how's it hanging?
one moment.
Oh, so apparently Cartoon Network is trying to bring live action stuff into their channel again, which is not a good idea considering it objectively failed 13 years ago.
I'm back.
But
What I
hey,
miss?
I'm not the one in charge of Cartoon Network.
What's going on?
Apparently, they're trying to bring back live action shows.
Oh,
They're basically, Seeing Real 2.
huh.
Ooh,
What's going
I
on
wonder.
here?
I don't know. Let us find out. Nice.
Dang it! I should have just jumped
Um,
for the platform.
yeah, I think you probably make it to the platform to the right, where the Anubis statue was.
Now I gotta take the long way around. It's just at an angle enough that oh, and okay, seriously. I
Are you
mean, my
sure?
man, sneak. There we go.
Ah, is this gonna turn you into a bat?
Oh,
Yeah,
I've been betrayed.
that's cute. It's real cute. Oh, it's so cute. It's just a rib cage and a skull and some leathery wings.
The ones that are green will turn me back to normal.
Okay. You know what game had a really good bat section?
Batman.
No. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh yes, vampire. I remember because I never played the game, but I've seen people talk about it.
Yeah, and it looks like the Gary Oldman Dracula.
Yes.
God.
No
What was the
relation,
game?
I'm sure of it.
Yeah. God, what was up with Gary Oldman's like Twizzler armor
No
in
idea.
in Dracula?
I guess they thought it was like very spooky, a little organic looking.
Yeah, I want to say they were trying to make it look like muscles without skin, but it didn't. It didn't. Um, yeah, I think that I liked that one. That was yet another movie where Keanu Reeves played a person named John.
I'm a bat. Yay! And then he turns me back. So
Ah,
Zaps me.
I like that every trap they implement only makes it easier for you to sneak around.
Yeah. Oh, is this the section? Oh, this might be the section.
Oh, it's got a big laser.
So when I played this game originally, back in 2002, before its release as a demo disc, this area right here was the mummy demo.
Hmm.
And then it would lead into the first puzzle in the game. The section that involves the cannon that flings you around the map. And I loved that demo, so I did play that a lot.
Do y'all remember the those old cereal boxes that came with demo disc?
I remember a few, yeah.
It was like the Kellogg stuff, and uh, it would just come with demo disc, which was like nowadays that's really weird to think about. Like, can you imagine if you were pouring yourself a bowl of like Lucky Charms and a slip of paper with a Steam code for a free demo of like I don't know, Bug Snacks came up?
That would be very odd. I wish they still did that.
Yeah, do cereal boxes even have toys anymore?
No, I doubt it.
Oh, that's such a shame. You know, the trick was to open the cereal upside down.
Mm. Oh, spooky. What's up with this?
Oh, it's water. That means you're gonna have puzzles where you're gonna have to wait for the water to lower.
I'm trapped! I'm trapped! I'm trapped! Just in time.
Ah, yes. My favorite, my favorite insurance agent, Justin Time. It's a fake chest, isn't it?
No, this is a real one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh, is that Jewel of Abydos?
yeah, it's a jewel.
Oh no,
Oh no!
you're
Betrayal!
on
I'm actually
fire.
on fire now.
Whoa, there's so much rendered blood. I really got stabbed. I'm bleeding all this rendered blood. God.
What?
Oh, none. I am excited for Snapcube's Shadow dub.
That'll be exciting.
It will.
What is it, like Snapcube goes to hell or something?
I think so. Because I think that they're going to do all the main endings. So, like, good, neutral, and dark.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do like a variation of all of them, and then they're going to
Do the final one.
yeah.
Are they going to? Do you think they're going to do it 10 times?
I think they'll do something. They'll have a gimmick.
Yeah, I think they'll. I think. I think they might do it like they do the thing and then like rewind to the start. I
Mm.
think that might be how they do it. I don't know. Oh no, it's one of these puzzles. So what's your do you have any particular favorite lost medias?
Um, nothing really comes to mind for Lost. There we
Ugh.
go. This makes this so much easier.
There's this old show. There's this really old show, and I don't remember anything about it, but it was called uh it was called like Nihilus the Sandman.
Nihilist the Sandman. Sounds
Yeah.
depressing.
Well, it was basically about, if I'm remembering correctly, it was this girl goes to sleep and in her dream she's visited by the Sandman and his friend who's a talking camel, like just a regular ass camel except it can talk.
Hmm.
And I don't remember a lot about it, uh, but I remember that it exists, and I have tried to find it, which has proven difficult.
Fair enough. The hardest thing about finding something is proving it exists in the first place.
Well, I know it exists. I can find clips of it, but I can't find like full episodes.
That's fair. If you
Um,
weren't fast enough, you can just slip through here.
yeah, I uh, I think it's a good. It's it was definitely like the same kind of uh aesthetic as like,
Beetlejuice?
no, more recent, like Tuttenstein, like that kind of
I
aesthetic.
need that.
Yeah. Luckily, you just light yourself on fire at this furnace.
I don't know if that's gonna last as long. Yeah, it
You,
doesn't not
oh,
last. Oh,
damn it.
hate that.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh no, never mind. Um. Yeah. What other lost medias?
You're really on a
Oh,
lost media kick, aren't you, right now?
I blame Keela. He's the one that like brought up a lot of lost media recently. One that I just remembered. It was a kids WB, aka 4Kids show.
Hmm.
It was like Digimon, but instead of like monsters, it was food themed. It was called Fighting Foodons. Do you remember that?
I
Was
might
it
have
was
heard
it
about it. Does not ring a bell otherwise.
okay. What about Monster Allergy?
Never heard of it.
Uh, it was one of those generic. Oh, this kid is the only one that knows monsters exist and has to stop them from terrorizing the regular world. You know, the same kind of thing like that, like American Dragon
American
or
Dragon was good.
Juniper Lee, that kind of genre.
That's fair.
And what it was his whenever monsters were nearby, he would start sneezing up a storm. I
Hmm.
think they even had a talking dog, like an old talking dog.
Fair enough. American
Uh,
Dragon was a good show. That was also
Absolutely. That was
Donnie
Dante
Bosco.
Bosco.
Dante Bosco, yeah.
Yeah. Dante Bosco is fantastic.
He's in like a lot of really good stuff.
Oh yeah, he was in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, he was also in a movie about Rufio.
Yeah, because he was Rufio.
Well, I mean, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
recently released in like the past 5 or so
The
years
short film, right?
is a short film. Yes, about Rufio.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's cool. Like when actors hand over the reins to a character they played to someone else.
yeah. Um.
It really does show like how said character affected their life.
Oh, absolutely. Um. God, I cannot choose my favorite Dante Bosco role because he has done so many great things. Zuko is one of his most notable ones because it's Zuko.
It is
Uh,
Zuko, yeah.
yeah. Uh, I I think he was also in Shaolin Showdown. Is he the one that wasn't he in Shaolin Showdown at one point?
Probably, I would believe you if you told me he was.
No, 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 no. It's Jason Marston that I was thinking of.
Okay.
The one that voiced Chase Young.
Hmm.
Jason Marsden was a voice in several games we've played, and every time uh,
He was
it,
also the voice of Kovu the lion.
yes, that too. Because every time we play a game that has him in it, uh, we have to look, we look him up, and it's like, oh yeah, no, that's what he did. Uh, God, what was it that we played last that had him?
No idea.
He played Thackeray Binks in uh
Dang it! I realized that's some. I
Focus.
missed that. I had to hit that.
What was it that we played that had him in it?
We're gonna do the IMDb hour now.
Yeah, I'm on IMDb. Oh, he voiced Chester in Fairly Odd Parents.
Neat.
I did not know that. Let's see. God, what in? It's actually uh that's what it was. Tack. He was the voice of Tack.
Yes, we didn't stream that, but we did do a test play for it.
Yeah, and it didn't
It didn't bring any. It didn't bring out any strong emotions one way or the other.
yeah. He voiced the white kid from Static Shock.
I can believe that.
Yeah. He was the voice of Max Goof.
Oh yes. So this is probably the lengthiest of the mummy puzzles, simply because of like you just gotta wait for everything to come into place.
Yeah, that always sucks. Oh, he
Yeah.
voiced Haku in Spirited Away, the English.
Oh yes, I recall that.
Yeah. Do you remember Pepper Ann?
A little. The name's familiar, but I never saw any of it.
Yeah, it was about this 90s girl with with red hair, uh, and her name was Pepper Ann.
Mm.
Let's see.
So the main gimmick of this area is that I'm running back and forth between the lightning and fire powers in order to activate various switches in order to
Yeah,
open up that main room right above me.
seems very tedious.
It is probably the most tedious of the mummy puzzles, if I'm honest, but like it's
Yeah,
still a fun puzzle. So the puzzle itself is fine. Very lengthy.
yeah. So all that was to get the bollard to go down.
Yeah.
Oof. God. Trying to think of what else was good.
I'm
Lost
trying to make sure I
Media.
can make this jump. No, I
Nah,
cannot.
you're just shy.
Okay. From here, here to here. Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect. Pepper and Pepper and. God, I don't even remember what the show was about, other than just being a cartoon sitcom about.
It probably
Uh,
was just a cartoon sitcom.
yeah.
So this may shock you, but I have seen today my first episode of Bob's Burgers.
Really?
I just
Which
never
one was
cared. I
it?
just never cared for the show. The episode was the one in which The dad and daughter are participating in a cardboard boat race.
Hmm. It's been I haven't like sat down and binge watched it since like season 2.
That's fair. It's probably more recent, but generally what's going on is that the father and daughter realize that the shady troupe of mean girls are cheating in order to get the best cookie routes. So what they're doing is they're cheating with an engine on their boat in order to essentially get in trouble, because if the person who is the person who's gonna like judging the event and thus is gonna be the one who punishes them for it, if she does that, then she'll get promoted to head
To
of like
head.
the Girl Scout troop. And when she's in charge, she gets to pick the route for like who gets what Girl Scout stuff.
Oh, geez,
So
that sounds needlessly complicated
it
in the best kind of
it
way.
is, and the reason they're
Uh,
doing this is because
a
they have dirt
prize.
on her because
Oh,
the lady kidnapped someone's lost dog and dyed it blonde.
oh, man,
It is needlessly complicated,
you
it was fun. It was a fine episode.
you know what episode I think you would love? The one with the raccoons in the wall.
Raccoons in the wall.
Yeah, yeah. The plot is that there's some raccoons in the wall, and Bob is trying to get them out, but he gets stuck in the wall.
Oh,
And, and that's it. The entire episode is about him being stuck in the wall,
okay. Is
and
that just
having
the
to
A
deal with it.
plot, or does that include like the B
it
plot? So,
the B plot is like the family trying to convince everyone that he's a ghost that's haunting the place, and other stuff. It's pretty funny.
okay.
And the raccoons have names, like the family has named the raccoons, and Bob is basically the last one to learn that they exist.
Oh my god.
It is great. The thing I like the most about Bob's I'm so this is going to be an interesting take, but I think Bob's Burgers is a modern day Adams Family. I mean that in the sense that it is a
They love each
family.
other.
Yeah, they really they care about each other. They are by all rights dysfunctional, but they still like they do genuinely care about each other.
Yeah, there is a
Uh,
bad habit in like modern day shows to have the parents hate each other, which I think is like
yeah, or
lazy
the
writing
siblings
at
hate each other.
lazy writing at best. And I mean, siblings hating each other is natural.
Well, yes, but I
Okay,
mean like hating each other in a way that's like very gross.
yeah, that's fair. There's a difference between like, hey, butthead, and other things that you're probably mentioning that I'm too dumb to figure out. Don't tell me what it is, by the way.
I'm not. Uh, but yeah, there's a really bad problem of like families just being really mean and gross to each other, and it's not funny. But families like caring about each other and like being 100% down to like help a family member cover up murder. That's pretty funny. Uh, one of the episodes of Bob's Burgers that's really funny is when Bob is like thinking about banning his best customer because he knows the food's not healthy to eat every single day. Like his best customer eats it multiple times every single day, and he's like, he wakes up in the middle of the night. He's like, Linda, I'm killing Teddy, and she's like, what? All right, I'll go grab the shovel. He's like, what? No, I don't mean literally. I mean my food. Wait, were you just gonna help me cover up a murder?
When I worked at when I worked um as I mentioned, I work in a liquor store. There have been
You work
occasions,
in a liquor store.
yeah, there have been occasions where I definitely feel this person should not be stopping by as many times a day as they are.
Yeah.
Like nobody's dying, but it's definitely a case of, man, I need to cut you off. You've stopped by for a 12 pack every day for the past 24 for the past month. This cannot be healthy.
Yeah, I feel you. That's the reason why my sister started having me be the one to go buy beers at the gas station instead of going herself. It's because she didn't want people to like think that she drinks a lot. She didn't want to be a recognized face,
Mm.
uh,
To be
which
fair,
I
I,
can
I
understand.
recognize people all the time from like places I previously used to work, which is always awkward.
Yeah, but I mean recognized for buying beer.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, recognize them buying beer too.
Oh, okay.
Like I won't
What?
tell you anybody's dirty laundry, but there is a point in which I realized, hey, wait a minute, this is everybody from the deli department.
They're double dipping.
No, I mean like the deli department, like everybody at the deli department stops by regularly, and it's like,
Oh,
what does that say about the deli department?
yeah. Uh, I mean, you can't really blame them at that point since you know exactly what they go through.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I think that there's there's just a very noticeable gap in enjoyable uh,
You know,
families and
I
media.
think I just took the long way around when I didn't. So
Well, you needed to set yourself on fire again.
yeah, but like,
Those furnaces.
one I probably didn't, and two, the way I needed to go was legitimate. Was legitimately there's a ladder that leads to it, so it's not like I needed to take this route.
I mean, you probably did. They had the water spouts here, so they wouldn't have had that if they they wouldn't have put something to try and stop your uh, fire if that wasn't a possibility or a
Yeah,
thing you needed.
but I mean like there's a ladder there. I could have easily. I wouldn't have to go the entire route. I could have just taken a shorter route.
Oh, I see.
Because the fire machine is right there, and like all I had to do is like, oh, okay,
Uh,
I'm just gonna.
okay, yeah. Let's try it that way. Yeah, get on the ladder and on the pedestal.
Mm. Hello, fire, my old friend. I've come
I
to burn
fell
with you
into
again.
a burning ring of fire.
Open. Never.
God.
That was on me.
You
I was
know,
like, oh, that's gonna open automatically. No, I had to hit it.
you know what game I would love to play but can't for a multitude of reasons? Like on the
Um,
channel.
is it Brutal
Tony
Legend?
Hawk. Well, yes, but also Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Okay, because of the
Uh,
license use.
yeah, like it is not something that we can post without
That's
getting
fair.
immediately multiple strikes.
We had that same issue with like Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I did appeal them because you know it's the game.
You know.
Uh,
But I doubt Disney really cares to fight. It's automatic. They don't. They
yeah, yeah,
probably don't even realize we exist.
yeah. The oh man, speaking of copyright claims, did you hear about that guy who got a tattoo of a QR code that goes to a video compilation of his team's best goals,
No, dang it.
and then like 2 weeks later, the video got taken down because it was using copyrighted music.
Oof.
So he had a tattoo with a QR code that led to a video that said, "Sorry, this video is not available."
Oof. Did you hear about that guy who was doing so not long ago, a guy got sued because he was doing unauthorized takedowns of videos for Destiny.
Oh,
The people were making videos. So a lot of people make videos for Destiny because Bungie
it's a
really,
popular game.
yeah, it's a popular game, and Bungie really likes when people do that because it's basically free promotion.
Well, yeah.
Everybody likes to see somebody else doing like a hit, and then they're like, I wanna play some Destiny now. Good for business. Anyway, apparently some Destiny player had his video taken down, or I believe it was like something that was pretty bad, so Bungie did have to step in and like get it removed.
Uh,
And then he went around and started abusing the YouTube copyright system to get a lot of videos, pretty much any Destiny video, taken down from YouTube under false claims. And because that's bad for
what the
business,
fuck? Fuck was that?
I got launched. Anyway, since it was bad for business, Bungie eventually found out who it was and sued him for like something $1 million.
Yeah, because that's fraud.
Yep.
What he was doing. Um, Speaking of people getting sued, did you hear about the Twitter situation?
Ah, with elongated muskrat.
Yeah, Melon Muskrat. I'm kidding. Melon Muskrat is an actual Twitter user.
Okay, I like elongated muskrat because that's just funny.
Well, that's an insult to muskrats.
Well, it's an elongated one. So
Uh,
muskrats are perfectly proportioned as is. When they're elongated, then they're weird. I found a
Yay!
medicine bag!
It's
Yay!
got 5 medicinal herbs in it.
It has none in it.
I mean, it's got at least two.
Got two
That we can see.
leaves, but it's they better leave me alone because I'm dead. Oh
Leave me
no!
alone. I'm bushed. Oh no, you got Thanos snapped.
Yep. And
Mr. Sphinx, I don't feel so good. Uh, so yeah, he put in a bid to buy Twitter for $44 million and like was
billion.
contractual. Yeah, I said billion.
You said million. You said it's billion.
I said billion. I'm pretty sure I said billion.
YouTube, whatever the case, it's billion.
Yeah, it's
The,
$44 billion with a B. And they did a contract that was basically like, now you're committed to this. If you try to back out, you're going to have a serious fine. And so then Elon tried to back out and is trying to get out of having to pay the fine and claim like, oh no, they didn't tell me how many bots there were on here. Like 90%. He claimed that, I believe he claimed that 80% of Twitter users are bots. And
I mean,
which
I can believe that. That's how bad the botting situation is.
well, it's more like 30%, I think.
Twitter says it's 5%. I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 30% at like minimum. Who
Yeah,
knows?
but definitely not 80%.
Yeah. To be fair,
And
they're
so
both lying out their asses at the
I
amount.
know, but I don't care if Twitter wins. I just want Elon to lose.
Well, he already
Like,
lost Twitter, so it doesn't matter.
well, I want him to lose the lawsuit because Twitter is suing him for the amount and basically being like, no, you signed a contract, you have to pay this much. And if you try to back out because you're contractually obligated, we are going to sue you for the amount plus more. And so wait, hold on. Why did you need a bag to hold medicine in? Why couldn't you just put it in your pocket?
Because the plants die too quickly if you don't.
Okay. Uh,
I just gotta remember where all the plants are.
so yeah, Twitter is suing Elon Musk, and I really, really want to see Musk lose.
That would be very satisfying.
Oh,
There's probably
absolutely.
some weirdo out there who's like, "Ooh, why would you want to see Elon Musk lose?
Because
Take
he's
all
a
that
serial con man.
he could take all that money and he could put it to something useful, like making supercars or bringing us all to the moon. And you don't want him to do that."
Well, first off, if he was gonna do that, he would have done that kind of thing. But also, he's a serial con artist. He regularly buys patents, tries to pass them off as his own, even though the patents do not work for very obvious reasons, like the Hyperloop. It would never work with the technology we have. Uh, and all he has is fancy CG graphics. Like that's all he has is fancy CG presentations. The Hyperloop was, I believe, first proposed in 1908.
I'm pretty sure the Hyperloop doesn't even. The thing about it is he doesn't even make his shitty CGI videos. He hires
I
somebody
know.
else to do that.
Probably underpays them as well.
Yeah.
But that's just an opinion that I have. I'm not making any accusations about.
That's why you said probably.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I just want to make it very clear uh, that in this one particular thing, where I'm speculating about how much he probably pays his employees based on his current record of how he treats the people that work for him. I am
And the
assuming if
market because Disney does the exact same shitty thing.
yeah, yeah, like I like I I want Disney to lose as well, which is why I was excited when Scarlett Johansson was suing them for breach of contract. Because that's a thing. Because breaching contracts is something Disney allegedly does on a regular basis, and Scarlett Johansson was the first person to have the money and the influence to be able to fight back with a platform.
To be fair, from my understanding on that situation, what happened was it wasn't breaching a contract. What happened was Scarlett Johansson was going to be paid an amount of extra money in movies ticket sales, and by releasing it on streaming services instead of in theaters, she was losing out on movie ticket sales.
Well, that's not just it. They also had an agreement that it would be in theaters for a set amount of time before it was placed on streaming services. But when the pandemic hit, uh, without without negotiating with her, they put it straight on streaming services, which was what the breach of contract was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be in theaters for a specific amount of time, but they just bypassed that entirely and blamed it on the pandemic and didn't bother to negotiate with her for a change of contract, which would be the appropriate thing to do.
Eh.
But yeah, I don't care if I don't care if Twitter wins. I don't care if Scarlett Johansson wins. I just want to see Disney and Elon Musk lose in their respective cases.
I'm pretty sure the thing with Sir Johansson has already been finished and wrapped up.
I don't know. Litigation like this usually takes years,
No,
unless they settled out of court.
I'm pretty sure they settled out of court.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Scarlett
Oh, okay.
Johansson has gone on record to say she's very excited to be in more Disney movies. So do not be saying that if they were still in like a contract war.
Let's see. Yeah, yeah, they settled.
Yeah, of
Damn
course
it.
they would.
Yeah, they settled out of court, which is probably why there wasn't much word. I just assumed that it would take years, because usually litigation like that does take years if it does go to court. Uh, and I am gonna be very invested in the Twitter versus Musk case. If I really hope it's public. Like,
Twitter v Musk. Ah, all the furries lose.
uh, the I don't know if you know what this particular area makes me think of. That one section in Prince of Persia where I kept getting stuck on the table.
I recall. That was the
Yeah.
barracks.
Uh, I have no idea, but it was the one where, like, due to the way the checkpoint was, I started with like low health
Mm.
each time, so I had to basically not get hit.
I'm pretty sure what happened was you were in the barracks, which meant you just got out of the elongated sewer section.
Yeah,
So that's why that area
probably,
reminds you of such.
probably. Yeah, I don't know if you know this about me, but I fucking love watching court cases because so much absolutely buck wild shit happens. Like during the Heard Depp trial, I was very invested.
You want me to tackle the third challenge on this while I'm here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm here. I might as well do it.
Yeah,
I can pick up the Goofy Lizard anytime.
yeah. I like court cases because it's just
Stupid.
so wild. Yeah, it's really stupid. Like I really liked the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp trial, or Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. Um, that because
What's that famous there's a book that's filled with like
Kill a Mockingbird.
no, it's filled with stupid court case stuff. So it's like
Oh
in this court case, the lawyer asked the physician, "Ah, was this person still alive when
no!
he was dead?"
Did
And
you
he's
check
like,
a heartbeat? No. Did you check his vitals? No. Is there any chance that he was alive?
"Yes,
No. How do you know this?
his
His
head was."
his head was in a jar on my desk. Ah, but could they be alive nevertheless? Yes, and they could be practicing law.
Yeah,
Uh,
that stuff is legitimately funny.
oh, absolutely. I think my favorite case of stuff
Look how
like
little distance I made. That's how obnoxious this final challenge is. Oh, come on. Oh, don't come on.
what
Okay. No, I had to be higher. Okay.
I believe in you.
The trick is you gotta jump as frequently as possible. No, I
Oh, you
cannot.
can't grab onto that.
No, oh fuck.
You're dead.
No, I failed. Dang it.
Either.
Oh well.
I think one of my favorite I love whenever people bring in, like, when defendants bring in evidence that incriminates them by accident
Oof.
because they don't realize the nature of the stuff they just submitted as evidence. Like there was this one where there was this company that was being accused of improperly disposing cathode ray tubes um, with uh, and so they brought in a paper of all their disposal stuff. It was like, see, there's no cathode ray tubes on here, but other stuff that was on there was stuff like asbestos. You know, stuff that you need to dispose of properly, which they didn't.
Oof.
And so they basically handed the judge. There was other really toxic shit on there as well, but I don't remember the name of because I'm not like sciency.
That's fair.
But it was just absolutely absurd.
There we go. I made it.
Another was one where uh, there was this one tenant that was suing their landlord because their landlord keeps going into their house unannounced, and the landlord sent an eviction notice, uh, which was unwarranted, and the landlord's excuse was like, "Oh, well, they trashed the place and submitted, and like they left holes all over the wall and posted a picture of the wall with a poster on it. It's like, where's the hole? Oh, it's behind the poster." And then the tenant's lawyer was like, these are taken inside. Was the tenant present? No. Did the tenants give you permission to take this? No." It's like, case closed. They submitted they submitted pictures of them doing the very thing that they were taken to court for.
Oof. I mean, congratulations to
Yeah,
that person.
yeah. Congrats to the tenant for winning a really easy case. Because I always cheer whenever landlords get screwed over.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate this. This is so much easier once you get to like the second half because
because you don't have to climb.
no, you're gonna be like climbing the entire time. What I mean is like it gets easier because shit.
Whoa, what the fuck? That was dragging you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm at the end. That means I just need to do a quick check and then I can do a loop around. All right. Oh, frack.
You forgot one?
Oh no, this means I can start doing hopping on the roofs.
Yeah.
I
Oh
just need to
man.
get to the far end.
You need to get to the far side.
Cow
I like.
tools.
Yeah. I was just about to say I like the Far Side comics. There's such surrealist humor.
Yeah, I like cow tools. I get why it's like the one that's
It's because he made one look like a saw. That
yeah.
made people think that there was like some greater meaning to it, even though there's not. It was just the absurdist humor.
I have to do it. Ah, hate this one. There's probably some speedrunner who's like a strategy where he's like, oh yeah, in order to get
Oh,
this one really easy, you gotta
you gotta just clip through it.
throw in some no clip while you're at it.
Yeah. All you have to do is toggle free cam, and then you gotta uh, turn the free cam off right when you're at. Oh, you could have gone to that one. Oh no, you couldn't.
Dang it.
Oh,
For too long. There we go.
yeah, you need the flat
Boom,
one.
there we go.
All right.
I barely make it, but I did it.
I won.
I did it. I have the
Look,
medal that proves that I am smart.
yay! That took almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, that is 300 seconds. I am the champion.
We are the champ.
Champions of the world.
Oh man, I like Queen. Queen is really good.
Queen is great.
Are we gonna call it a night?
Nah, we're gonna do the boss fight.
Oh shit, that's a boss fight.
Yeah, there's a boss fight.
Oh baller. Um, let's see.
I love the this entire city though. Look at that. Look at
Oh
that.
yeah,
Look at that. There's so many pyramids.
I like the color of the sunset. Like I'm a big fan of like the oranges and purples.
I am very much a slut for oranges.
Yeah. You know what my favorite color is? Octarine. It's like a greenish purple.
Hmm.
It's not actually a real color. It's a Discworld thing. It's
Uh,
the color of magic.
okay. Oh, what did he ask me to do?
A portal
There are some
amulet.
critters left. You have to clear the, if you want the portal amulet. Okay, I'll kill these guys. Why not?
Yeah. There were so many shows back on Kids WB that was like,
There's one
uh,
show that I recall that I swear nobody else knows about. But the premise is it's like some kids get sucked into a digital world. Like it's like a video
oh,
game.
oh, uh, is it the one with the crystals?
I don't
It,
recall, but all the kids were black.
oh, that's not the thing I was thinking of then. I don't know what you're thinking of then.
Gosh, I definitely then nobody does. Like I swear there was a show on like Kids WB where like it was a very short-lived show. It didn't get past like 5 episodes as far as I recall. But the premise was that some kids get sucked into their TV world. Have you ever seen the Skyrim Adventures video by the guy who did the Watchmen but Starbarians?
No.
Oh god.
Uh,
It's God, I'm trying to remember his name.
do you ever
It's
watch
it's
Magic?
Harry Partridge. Harry Partridge.
Uh,
He makes YouTube videos.
yeah, I figured as much.
Anyway, one of the one of the videos is about Skyrim, and it's like Skyrim Adventures, and these kids get sucked through their TV and have to save the world, Skyrim style, etc. And the premise of the show was that these kids, uh, all of them are black. They get sucked into this TV world where they have to fight some diabolical evil villain. And it only had like 1 or 2 episodes as far as I know, and then it just got stealth canceled and never got brought up again.
Yeah, I have no idea what that would be. Um, when you started describing it as kids getting sucked into a world with monsters, I was thinking it could be imagination. Do you remember
Probably not.
that show?
No, definitely not. Not familiar.
Imagination was one where these. So there was this book which you put crystals into, and it would be used for evil magic. Oh, I'll explain after this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exit. You found them all. If you hurry, there will still be time to save the mayor.
Oh no, he just killed over.
Come now, mayor. You must take this. It will make you better.
It smells like mint. I don't like mint.
Oh, what happened? Where am I? Oh, I feel so dizzy. Who is this? What is he doing here?
Kill him!
Mayor, this is Sphinx. He is the one who found the ingredients I need to cure you. He is our hero. He saved your life.
Ah, I see. Kill
Well,
him.
thank you, young sir. You're quite a strange-looking fellow, aren't you? What brings you to our beautiful city of Abydos? The sacred crown of Abydos for Anubis? Indeed, this is indeed a significant request.
He's lying, sir. He's the impostor who poisoned you. He wants to steal your crown. Anubis would never consort with such a creature. Don't trust him.
Silence, you leeches have been seeking the crown ever since you joined the council. This Sphinx has already proven himself more trustworthy than the two of you.
That's just what he wants you to think.
This difficult decision requires some deliberation. Why is everybody so interested in the crown these days? I must think the best course of action. Sphinx, join me next door in a few minutes and I will inform you of my decision. I need to think and I'm so tired.
So, yeah,
There's another
the
cutscene right after this.
oh,
Do not jump into any explanations.
Okay.
Above all, the people of Abydos expect the sincerest thanks for the good deed you have done for this city. I'm a very popular mayor, you know. Our fair city has been going through a most turbulent time recently. It seems that some higher power is determined to bring misfortune and misery to our lives. Your arrival and heroic actions have been like a ray of hope to the people of Abydos. Thus, the Council's decree that the sacred crown of Abydos will be entrusted to you. The Council is exclusively me, by the way. I have made this decision. On the condition that you deliver it safely to our Lord Anubis and express our warmest regards to him. Tell him, please don't kill us.
What? You can't give the crown. He's clearly an imposter. Look how sus he is. Anubis would never endorse this action of one such as he.
See, the Council's already made their decision. You're not part of the Council.
The crown is ours, and we're not going to give it away to anyone, you stupid fool. Uh-oh. A creepy hole. Come, brother. The crown is ours. As for you, Mayor, go fuck yourself.
Oh, Ra Almighty, someone must stop them. The traitors are escaping. Please, Sphinx, I implore you, retrieve the crown.
Well, that person behind Sphinx, just disappeared.
Wandered off in a direction.
I mean, he just vanished in a single frame.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can't you just jump into the hole?
No,
You're
I want to save
saving.
first. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to die and go through that cutscene again.
That's fair.
Do you know how many health points I have up in this game? I will only have 4 health points up until like the latter half of the game.
Oof.
The game's great though. Look how beautiful this area is.
Oh, I love it.
From what I understand, this is like a repurpose of like an area map from like a different area that they got scrapped leading development. So like so if you like so in like the so in the re-editing, it's a mod that basically puts in like all of the old content.
Yeah, the shadow is set.
Yeah.
Matter your present jeopardizing our plans to steal the crown. Yes, we electrified the water. Yes, we stole the museum's jewels. Yes, we poisoned the childish mayor. But everything is indeed worthwhile. Behold the magnificent object that our Lord of Darkness is so intent on retrieving. Anubis and his foolish minions, such as yourself, are insects in comparison to the glory of the great god Set. He deceived the people of Luxor with his cunning, and soon the castle of Uruk will cast its shadow all over the lands. Look at his army, if you can call it such. This is all he could muster to retrieve an artifact?
They're mocking Anubis.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to end well. I don't like that design.
What? You don't? That's a great design.
I don't know.
It's
Just skeleton.
It's just got something. Yeah.
I would have preferred it if it had like flesh and feathers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the apocalypse. You can't stop it. Now, you will not live to understand the power of the crown. Prepare to die, edition.
All right, give your explanation now.
All right, so imagination. These kids get sucked into a world where there's magic, and they have these.
Shoot! Oh fuck!
Oh, they have these animal companion, or these monster companions that can talk. One was like a plant thing, and the other was like a panda with wings. Anywho, whenever they're not out and about, they would get sucked into these crystals. And the plot of it was that there was this undead guy that was trying to get this book and these jewels. And season 1 was about getting the jewels before the main bad guy did, and putting them into the book. It's a lot like the Enchiridion from Finn and Jake. But once they get the jewels. They use its power to banish the bad guy and his army into another dimension, uh, which destroys the book in the process.
Hmm.
And so the rest of this, the latter season is about how the dude is like his power is seeping out, and they need to he's trying to find a way to escape because it turns out the book didn't get destroyed. He got the book, but he is sealed along with it in the other dimension. Uh, Anywho, the only thing I really remember was that there was this one episode where there was a corruptive force uh, that was messing with their monster companions. So they had to use magic to go inside the world within the crystals, which was like a shared world among all monsters. And it turns out the evil dude's evil was basically corrupting the entire monster world. That's the only episode I can like vividly remember.
Fair enough.
It was uh it's definitely one of those ones that is an interesting look at. I think it only had 2 seasons. Uh but yeah, it was it was pretty weird, but like in a good way.
Okay. There's some shows that are pretty weird, but like I think there's a bad habit for like a lot of shows to be focus tested down to a mirror sheen sometimes, so you don't get any weird stuff anymore.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of feel that. Oh, is it dead?
It's dead.
Oh, that was lame.
Yeah, you kind of gotta get him to reveal the gemstone things, and then you can just like smack him 3 times and he dies.
You can't control the power of Ra. You are nothing. Just fucking explodes, and then Nubis is like, "Hey, I heard you talking shit."
Time to weigh your shit talk against your heart.
Yeah,
Let's weigh your shit talk against these feathers.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
okay. Here I go. I get an extra health pip.
yay! Is that the first boss we fought?
You do not comprehend the true power of that crown.
I am that I am.
You have placed yourself in great peril by retrieving it. You are either very foolish or very brave.
I am always a fan of that line.
But are you one of the prophecy? We shall see. Take this gold ankh as a reward for your achievement. This magic artifact has increased your health capacity by 1 ankh and has fully replenished your health. Yes, that is part of my speech. Get used to it.
I don't know why, but it made me think of the what was it, Val Kilmer in Prince of Egypt? That was
Yeah.
Val Kilmer, right?
It's Val Kilmer, you know.
Yeah, he voiced God.
He also voiced Moses.
Yeah. The thing I like about Prince of Egypt is that oh,
At last you have arrived. I was wondering if you'd return at all. I didn't expect such complications in Abydos. It appears that the forces of darkness are moving faster than I anticipated. If you had not intervened, I am sure that eventually Abydos would have suffered a similar fate to that of Heliopolis. Now that you have interfered with his plans, the enemy will be watching you more closely, striving harder to hinder your progress. You must be prepared for the most difficult and dangerous journey that lies ahead. I have confidence that you will rise to the challenges that you will face. You should go to Anubis now. He may have information about the enemy that I lack. Use your portal enemy to get to his tower more quickly.
so one thing I like about Prince of Egypt is that the voice of God is the voice of whoever he's speaking to. When he was speaking to Moses, he spoke. It was Val Kilmer voicing him. However, when he's singing to all of Egypt in the plague song, he's voiced by an entire chorus of people.
I don't. Was he the one singing?
Yeah, he says, "I send my pestilence and plague and all
Oh,
that shit."
oh, oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that part.
I send the
Yeah, the
pestilence. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, because yeah, it's audibly several voices singing at once, and the lyrics seem to indicate it is God saying that.
Okay, okay. I didn't realize. I always assumed it was like just a chorus in general, like
Like
meant
an
to
yeah,
just be well, not like a physical character in the story. And
but
God's
just a
not
background
physical, but
chorus.
yeah, that was just a background chorus. I never thought of it as like the
Yeah,
voice of a
God.
divine being.
Yeah, but it's little details like that. Prince of Egypt is great. It's one of those things that I really want the mythology guy to do a video on it. That would be amazing.
I mean, he'd just literally be reading the book of
The
text,
Exodus.
the Exodus. Yeah, at that point.
I know. The only thing he'd probably really say is like, they did not sing in ancient Egypt.
Ah, you have returned. I was beginning to think the challenge had proved beyond your capabilities. You have my artifact.
I send the pestilence and
And
plague all
plague.
through your house,
That's
into your bed, into your sheep, into your bed upon your cattle.
Here we go. Here's
Oh,
Anubis.
oh my God, he's adorable.
Yes, exactly.
I just want to fucking pet him and
For the
scooch behind
crown was in the
me.
possession of a demon. This is indeed an ominous revelation.
Oh God, I love his design.
If Set has attempted to steal the sacred crown of Abydos, then it is certain that he is also seeking the sacred crown of Uruk. I will stay true to my word. These cursed stones will free more of the inhabitants of the cursed palace.
I like that Anubis has gone from like, you are just a fucking piece of shit to, all right, you're actually pretty cool. Here, have some junk.
Yeah, I get that. Eventually, he does like start hanging out in his physical body. So he goes from like terrifying statue at the far side of an abyss of fire, and then he's like, "Hey, homie, you want to chill out? You
Yeah.
must find the
Um,
sacred crown of Uruk and return to me before Set lays his hands on it. These acid darts should help you in your quest for the crown."
acid darts. What is this? Splinter Cell?
Good luck on your new quest. You're going to need it, need it, need it, need it, need it, need it, need it. And then it just drops like a bass line.
Yeah. What was acid darts? What is this? Thief, the remaster of 2010? When did Thief get a remaster?
Like 2014, I believe.
Oh
But
yeah, it was
yeah,
2014.
here's the Heliopolis one. I'll just use this.
We should play Thief on the channel.
Which
That would
one?
be the remaster.
Okay.
The remaster was actually a pretty great remaster.
Eh. Never played it myself. I heard that it had forced combat sections.
But yeah, I think that it would be a good thing to play on the channel.
Okay.
I don't remember it
He just
enough
sort of
to act.
Imhotep just sort of hangs around. Don't mind him.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've played Thief. I did not play the remaster, but I've heard that it was really good.
Okay. Do you wanna? Since I'm still ready to go. Do you wanna just release the people from their cursed inhabitant
Yeah,
zones?
yeah, we could do that and then call it a night. We got green and blue, I believe.
Yeah, green and blue. I don't remember what they are.
Uh, isn't one like the mother? You said like
Mm,
one is called the mother or something.
no, I don't think I've said anything like that.
The wife, the queen.
Mm.
It was something feminine.
Nice to see you again. Where would you like to sail to today? Let's go to the South Beach. I'm going to show you a trick.
Ah, the South Beach. I hear they have a wonderful diet.
Um,
I'm kidding. South Beach diet, as far as I'm aware, is not a good diet to be on because it's
oh, I know
very.
it's happened. I haven't talked to him at the other beach yet, so he's not active.
Uh,
Okay, I'll get to that in a bit. Time to release some people from their eternal torment. Doo doo.
Yeah.
Capture beetles, finally.
Oh, how long have you been out?
I haven't been out. I've just been like low. Here we go. What do you have to say, mysterious lady with pot?
Oh, she's like an oracle.
Potentially.
Oh, she's a lizard.
Yeah, I love her design.
She looks like she would fit perfectly in a swamp.
Ah, greetings, young fellow. I foresaw that you'd be the one to free me from the curse. My skills of prediction are well known throughout Abydos, but even I could not see the approach to the curse that trapped me here. The Pharaoh's wife summoned me to perform prediction, but then, wait a moment, I can see something. Heliopolis was once a bright and peaceful place. Ooh, strange monsters began to appear in the hills to the far north.
Oh,
The
cutscene.
climate changed, volcanoes began to stir within the mountains, and the earth began to crack, spilling lava from beneath. But then a most mysterious thing occurred. A dawn broke, and the people of Heliopolis rose to face another day. They saw something they could not believe or understand.
The
A, mon-
sun.
a monumental wall had appeared across the entire length of Heliopolis. They were stunned by its appearance, but also thankful. This wall is apparently built to protect them from the turmoil in the north. Alas, there was a twist in the tale. The wall was built, but the inhabitants of the Pharaoh's palace were cursed and cast into stone. This was the heavy price to pay for the protection of the wall. From that point on, this place became known as the Cursed Palace. Aha, I see many interesting things in your future. I see that you are seeking a lost sacred crown. Gasp. I see an ancient lost temple hidden amongst the sands of a great desert. I see golden obelisk with a secret hidden within. And I see a feat of great strength. That is all I can see for the moment, young fellow. I must return to Abydos. I foresee that we will meet again in the distant future. Goodbye.
She just slowly walks
I
away.
will see you in the sequel.
Was there a sequel?
There was not a sequel.
Do we ever see her again?
No.
Oh, I like her.
She's a good design. I like the design of like every single character in this game. Yuricom put a lot of time just in the character design. It's good stuff. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Cursed Stone, right here. Yeah, this is the Pharaoh's wife, right here.
Okay, so that's the one I was thinking of then.
Yep. You want to voice her?
Nah.
Oh my, how disorienting. Where am I? Oh, hello there. I don't believe I've seen you before. What in the name of Ra has happened? What in the world are these statues doing here? I
Kill
hope
them
my
all.
husband's well. He was behaving very strangely the last time I saw him. He was obsessed with a so-called lost temple of Heliopolis. I'd never seen him like that before. He said that the temple was hidden in the south desert of Heliopolis and that it housed an important ancient artifact. He asked me to keep this key safe. It opens a gate to the south desert. Please take it. You've proven to me that you are trustworthy. Thank you for your help, stranger.
Is it gonna turn out that the ancient pharaoh was actually set somehow?
The Pharaoh? No. He's not set.
Alright.
I actually have to free him. He's the last person to free.
Ah. Alright, so we gonna call it then?
Gosh, how long have you been streaming? I want to know.
Uh, pretty long.
Like, how long? Because I legitimately do want to know. Like, I could go for like 2.5 hours. I am definitely getting into a groove here.
I don't think I'd be able to go for 2.5 hours.
Oh, fair
Um,
enough.
let's see. We have been going for 2 hours and 4 minutes.
What? Crazy.
I don't think I have another half hour in me.
Okay, I
It
will
has
say.
been a long week, and I am so exhausted from.
We're gonna pick this one up Tuesday, right?
Yeah, yeah. Unless you have something else you want to play.
Unless I can figure something else out and get the art and assets for it.
Yeah, but I'm fine with having 2 Sphinx episodes in a week.
There are options. I'm definitely thinking I could do Klonoa, but at the same time, I'm like, I probably want to do that one by myself, my spare own time.
I mean, you could do both. Um, but yeah, I am just tired.
Yeah, so we're good. We're in the wrap up mode. So
Yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. Definitely check out some of the other stuff on the channel, such as Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. There's also Wind Waker, which is being played by our friend Biddy. There are 2 Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. One is Curse of Strahd. Um, we are heading towards Castle Ravenloft to have dinner with Strahd. For those of you who know what that means, um,
I don't. So I'm just gonna assume that's a good thing.
depends on who you ask. Um,
Cannibals. Is it cannibalism?
no, I'll explain later.
You
But
you don't need to. I love a good mystery that will never be answered because I don't watch the D&D videos.
the second Dungeons and Dragons campaign is a homebrew that I have done, that I have made and I run, and it is called World of Tapir. The players are currently fighting uh, their captain, who has been possessed by a devil. So definitely check that out.
Spooky.
Um, for the comment challenge, what is your favorite lost media?
Mm, that's tricky. The thing about lost media is people tend not to remember it.
Well, yeah,
Actually, let me see if I can. There is a bit of technically lost media. It's saved mostly on YouTube videos, but there was a making of video for this game that is no longer in the game as of the re-release.
really.
Yes. So there used to be where this exit sign is. There used to be a extras menu, and if you clicked it, they had various things like extras, credits, making of videos, etc.
Yeah,
Not much in the way of extras. So I think it was decided, oh, we'll just remove it. But
that's
I
fair.
think that's a shame. Like making of videos are really cool.
Yeah. You know what my favorite lost media is?
Do tell.
Um, back when YouTube was really, really young, like I'm talking 2008, there were like a really popular genre of video was people recording like Mario with an unregistered hypercam and just it was usually called something like Mario bloopers. And there was one specific channel called Mazar and Louge, which I used to watch a lot of. And unfortunately, either the channel is gone or their videos are gone because I have tried to find their stuff and I cannot find it. And they were my favorite of that kind of thing. Uh, and like the unregistered hypercam was the cherry on top. This was back when they would like uh this was back when people like would like record just random uh game shark codes with on like Mario 64 and then use Windows Movie Maker to like have the color shifting while they play Running in the 90s or Scatman, for example. It was
Oh,
a
that sounds
very
exciting.
specific era, and it is such a shame that I cannot find anything about it.
That is a real shame.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for coming and watching.
Yeah, with
And
those. Oh, you wanna?
And with that out of the way,
There's nothing left to say, but
good
good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.
You don't see it, but whenever we do that, I just wave my arms around like a little wacky inflatable tube man.